No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL to go. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Holland. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Off play action. Holland. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Holland. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
On now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
Off the play fake. Holland rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Watch it now.
Looking to throw. Holland. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 1st and 10, Holland. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on 1st down. Holland, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Holland. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back to throw. Holland. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And now running right through it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Gun, gun!
Off play action. Holland sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Javon Hargrave never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Holland. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 70 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 43 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Holland. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Holland. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Holland. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 at 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Gone!
Off play action. Holland trying to lay one up deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Operating from the gun. Holland. Flush to his right. And it's caught. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Officially, 1:54 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They get it to him running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Holland. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to his left. His throw incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right 20. Right 20.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw. Holland. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Holland flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. On the return is Peterson. Oh, fighting off the defender. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So out come the Bucs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go. 20.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, Holland. And he floats one there, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Over! Gone!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Holland. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
From the gun, Holland. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20.
Eagle.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
White 20!
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
White 90! White 20!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
By 90. By 90. On.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
By 20. By 20. Go. Eagle. My next hot. And it's a black 2 man.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Holland. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Holland, flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back to throw. Holland. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, 90, 20.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, spinning away. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing on first down. Holland. Buying time to his left. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Max 22.
Throwing again. Holland. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On first down, Holland looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Looking to throw. Holland throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. A big run by the big man Fournette. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Double. 20!
He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
190!
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
20!
They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
To Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Back to throw. Holland. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a give to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Arizona, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thicker the pie, thicker the pie,